Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Ty with another video for you. And what I'm going to show you today is something I made for my basement arcade, even though it's not an arcade game. If you recall back, if you look at some of my older videos, you saw that in my basement I used to have three 27-inch televisions with all my arcade games attached to it. As I've gotten more games, I've wanted to kind of reduce that down and not have so much space dedicated to console games. So what I've done is I've built this right here. This is essentially just a moving table that will hold almost all the consoles that I want to play. I mean, I don't have the ColecoVision on there, and I don't have an Xbox on there, but the Xbox is in its own cabinet, and so that's okay with that. But anyway, so what I've got here is I built this out of scrap wood. I had some 4x4s, treated lumber 4x4s that I had purchased to do something outside, and it turned out that I didn't need. There was I think I used 3 or 4 to do this. I think I used 3 8-foot ones, and I cut them up to length, and I use these things called timber lock screws. And of course I don't have one right next to me right now, but these things are great. You can put something together really easily with them. Yeah, I don't see one right now, but you can see them right here. They're like a bolt that's like a big long screw, and you can just with a electric cordless electric drill just drive them right in. So the idea of this table is I've got every console on it. I've taken a TV, I've bolted it down or screwed it down so that it can't fall off. The funny thing is I actually did fall off when I hit my head on it when I was making it, but this TV's pretty durable. It actually fell once before I even bought it from the store. That's why I got it for cheap back years ago. Bought it brand new. It was on the shelf and the casing was cracked, and I just managed to crack it up here too, so no big deal. The TV's got a great picture though, so it's great. So anyway, so I made it with the 4x4s, and I had some underflooring material that I used for the shelves and the top. And then I also had this vinyl fake leather, which I upholstered the top with, and it works well. It makes a nice surface. It looks like this right here. I had a whole bunch of it that I actually used some of it to make the seat of my prop cycle, and so I had some left over. Bought it cheap at like a fabric store. It was actually, I think it was clearance. But as you can see, I've got, the way I set it up is you kind of can come around from 3 sides to get at it. So I've got the Super Nintendo, the Dreamcast, the PlayStation 2, and the NES on this side. And then from the front I've got my Genesis 32X Sega CD combo, an N64, and a GameCube. And then on this side I've got a Sega Saturn, a 3DO, and TurboGrafx 16. And then I took all the, when you have this, you have like a huge cluster of wires. So what I did is I actually bolted on the back 2 egg cartons and used them to hold all my cords there. And I got another one here that kind of lets all the video cables kind of hang down in it. I can put some extra controllers in there, etc. I got the wireless setup for the Dreamcast there using a PlayStation 2 controller. And so anyways, and then I've just got it here on the front. Rather than having a switcher, those things are just complex to do. I just have all the cords here just easily so I can swap them around the front. And then S-video on the back, obviously, and component video for the PS2. So I'm going to set it up here, just so you can see it play. A little trouble there with that. Oh, it rotated. There we go. We got a baby sticking his head in the video here. Okay. Alright, it's a very tall baby. So I'll turn the volume up a little bit so you can hear it. So right now I got the Dreamcast set up. And you saw a Dreamcast arcade stick, but right now I've got the wireless one. This is using a PlayStation 2 controller. you get the point of this. There's the Dreamcast. Okay, now if I want to switch to another system, let's say I want to do the 3DO. I just go around the back. For the 3DO, I just go back here and I just swap out the cable. It takes all of a couple seconds. So there. Now I've got Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I think is it Turbo? Yeah, I think it's Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I can never remember what the title is on this one. But anyway, so there you go. There's the 3DO connected. And now there's the N64 connected on the front. So we got a little Killer Instinct Gold. See how good I am. I haven't played Killer Instinct in years. Combo breaker. It's like I'm dead. There we go. You have it set so on the second bar you can do a ultimate combo. Man, I wish there was a better version of this. A new version of it. That's the end of me. It can backfire you too. So there's the N64 version. Just plug N64. Plug up some other cables here. Let's see what this one does. Alright. This is what we want to see here. One of my favorite. Gotta find the right cable here. I need a label. That's what I need to do. So that's the here. Now, the Genesis, I'm using a wireless controller. It's a great controller. Batteries are good in this. Again, need batteries in that. But anyway, so you see, there is the 32X Sega CD combo. Okay, what we got here? There's Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo. I've got this. I'm using the Super Nintendo Super Advantage controller. Okay, so you can see that's enough of that one. And this is the one I just used. Let's see. Okay, here's the Saturn. And I got a Saturn arcade stick here. nice thing, I did the panel so it's 36 inches like a standard arcade cabinet. But I didn't want to do this. I mean, I could build another arcade cabinet, but really I just want something to play the consoles. And so it didn't make sense to me to make an arcade cabinet to play console games when I do that with some of them, but when it's just I want to be able to have my console games available, I thought this would be the best choice. It fits in the arcade. Saturn. Here we've got the NES. Right there, we've got some Defender 2 or Stargate. And what else did I show? Oh, we have to show the. Let's see here. There we go. 16. As you know, that Galaga 88 is one of my favorite games. This is Galaga 90, which is essentially the TurboGrafx version of Galaga 88. This is essentially Galaga 88. It's a little different though because there's a few things that they left out in it. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so you get it. So the point of this is that I've made something that I can move around in my basement arcade. If you see here, I'm just going to roll it around for you. So I can just, it's on casters now. So if wherever I want to take it, I can take it. I don't have to worry about the TV falling off. Got a nice table people can play on. Obviously, it's a long video just to show you this, but I wanted to kind of just give you an idea of its functionality. Did I show the PS2? I'll show you the PS2 as well. Is it on? It wasn't on. There we go. So again, the wireless Ps2 controllers, which are great. You see, this is the one that works with the Dreamcast. You can't use these later models with the Dreamcast, but they work great with the PS2. And this is connected via the component video in 480i mode, so it looks great. It's not going to look as good as if you had it in 480p, but still looks really good on this TV set. It's got a great. This TV is one of the best TVs I've ever seen that was a tube. So here you go. This is just giving you a little view of it. Alright. You can see the back. And here's the cord. And so there you have it. My little TV table for playing video games on. And I've got some more videos I'm going to make for you. There's ones I've been kind of holding off because I didn't know exactly what kind of approach we're going to take. This one, actually, is one of the recent things I've done, but I've got other things that I want to show you guys, but I'm not sure exactly the best way to do the videos. I got the Star Trek Next Generation pinball I got to do video on. I also got this red tent. I'm going to do video on that as well. And I got some other things coming, hopefully this weekend. But thanks for watching. I have another video for you.